prepositional verbs in French. We are going to see in this lesson the French verbs following with the preposition a with FrenchSpanishOnline.com. So first, the verbs following with a, following with a verb, the infinitive form, to something. So you need actually to know by heart these verbs if you want to use them properly in French, because they are totally different in English. The first one, aider à. You know that aider is to help, and here is to help to or to help. For example, je vous aide à faire la cuisine. I help you cook. Here in French, we have our verb aider, the preposition à, following with the verb to do here, but faire la cuisine is to cook. Okay? So, I help you cook. I help you with the cooking. Apprendre à, to learn how to. Apprendre is to learn, but apprendre à is to learn how to. J'apprends à faire la cuisine. I'm learning how to cook. Okay, and again, we have our verb with the preposition à and our infinitive verb to do. Arriver à. Arriver is to arrive, but arriver à is to manage, doing something. J'arrive à chanter cette chanson. I manage singing this song. Okay? So here in English you have the verb with the ing form, but in French we need the preposition à following with the infinitive form of a verb. J'arrive à chanter. Avoir à. Avoir is to have, and avoir à is to have to. Elle a à terminer ses devoirs. She has to finish her homework. Okay, elle a à terminer ses devoirs. Let's see more examples with commencer à. Commencer is to start, to begin to. Commencer à. Je commence à manger. I begin to eat, or I begin eating. In French, we need the preposition à. Continuer à. To continue to. Je continue à lire ce livre. I continue to read or reading this book. Inviter à. To invite to. Je vous invite à manger ce gâteau. I invite you, or I am inviting you to eat this cake. Se préparer à. To prepare to. Je me prépare à sortir. I am preparing to go out. Okay? Réussir à. Réussir is to succeed. Succeed in doing something. Il réussit à terminer les devoirs. So, he succeeds in finishing his homework. Il réussit à, and the verb terminer, terminate, finish. Okay? So let's see now the second part of this lesson. Verbs with a preposition à, following now with a noun and not a verb. For example, assister à. Assister is a false friend because the meaning is to attend to in French. Assister, to attend. Nous assistons à la réunion. We are attending to the meeting. Nous assistons à, and here we have a noun and not a verb now. Nous assistons à la réunion. Demander à. Demander is to ask. Je demande à Paul. I ask Paul. As you can see here, in English, you've got absolutely nothing between ask and the noun. But in French, the verb is demander à. So we say, je demande à Paul. Dire à. the same thing actually, is to say or to tell. Il dit à Pierre que le travail est fini. He says to Peter that the work is finished. So, il dit à Pierre. Okay? So, he says to Peter or he tells Peter. But in French, we need, before the noun, the preposition à. Envoyer à. Envoyer is to send to. Elle envoie la lettre à sa sœur. She sends the letter to her sister. Elle envoie la lettre and à, our preposition, sa sœur, the noun. Envoyer à. More examples. Être à. Être is to be, but être à is to belong to. Ce livre est à moi. Or with the connection, ce livre est à moi. This book belongs to me. Okay? The verb to be in French actually, with the preposition à and the noun, or here the pronoun moi. S'intéresser à. S'intéresser à is to be interested in. Je m'intéresse à la lecture. I'm interested in reading. Okay? Again, we have our noun. Obéir à. Obéir is to obey in English. But in French, we say to obey to and not to obey. So, il obéit à la police. He obeys the police. But in French, il obéit à la police. Parler à. Parler à is to talk to. Je parle à ton père. I'm talking to your father. Parler à, following with the noun. And finally, téléphoner à. Téléphoner à, it's easy to understand, is to call to phone to. Il téléphone à son patron. He calls his boss. Okay? So, of course, you have only here some examples and only to show you that there is a difference between some verbs in French and in English. And if you want to use them properly, you need to know them by heart. And at the end of this lesson, thank you for watching these slides. See you at FrenchSpanishOnline.com. Au revoir.